Surya Namaskar. Beginner variation. Feet together, palms together. Gentle release. Inhale, up and back. Breathing out, forward bend. Left leg not too far, knee touch. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, cat pose, upward. Breathing out, hunch. Neutral. Down dog. Left forward. Forward bend. Inhale, up and behind. Straighten, let it go. One more of that. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Right leg not too far. Downward dog. Cat pose up. Cat pose down. Neutral. Dog. Right forward. Forward bend. Inhale up. Release. Namaskar 1. Inhale up. Down. Left leg all the way back. Knee touching the ground. Look ahead. Lifting the back knee first and then getting into a plank. To the floor. Knees, chest and chin. Inhaling into cobra. Exhaling into down dog. Left foot forward, right knee touch. Forward bend. And inhale up and back. Straighten, release. Continue up. Down. Right. Plank. To the mat. Cobra, chest up. Exhale, down dog. Right forward. Forward bend. Inhale, up and behind. Straighten, let go. Namaskar 2. Inhale up. Forward bend down. Left leg back straight. Plank. Low plank, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left foot forward, right leg straight. Forward bend. And inhale, up and behind. Straighten, let go. One more of that. Up. Down. Right leg back. Into the plank. Down to chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Breathe in. Downward facing dog. Hips back. Right leg forward. forward bend with an exhale, and inhale, up and behind, straighten, release. Now we'll do just one more, and it's not one of the standard ones. It's like a mixture of variation 2 and variation 6. So what we'll do is we'll add the high crescent lunge to variation 2. All right, quite simple. We've done this before. Feet together, palms together. And here's the last two for the day. Release. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, down. Left leg back. Keep the knee off the ground. And slow. Body up, arms up. Hands down and plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left forward. Body up, arms up. Hands down. Forward bend. Inhale, up and behind. Straighten, let go. Inhale, up, down. Right leg back. Body up, arms up. That's an inhale. Hands down and plank. Exhale. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right leg forward. High crescent lunge. Come on up. Hands down and a forward bend. Breathing in, up and behind. Straighten up and release. And that's it. We're done with the Surya Namaskars. Lying down on your back, knees bent. So we're starting with the back bends. But before we do anything, let's just release the lower back with a bit of a reclining twist. Feet apart, knees bent. Fingers interlocked under your head, elbows out to the side. Remember, feet apart. Breathe in. Exhale, drop your knees to the right. Inhale, up. Left. Inhale, up. Right. Up. Left. Up. Right. Inhale, up. And here's the last one. Exhale, left. Return to center. Okay. Arms comfortably beside you. We're starting with a shoulder bridge. Feet slightly apart, not too close to the hips. And first we just go with a flat line, which means you will not curve the upper back like you would in a shoulder bridge. So let's say it's more of a glute bridge, also known as the two-legged platform. Breathing in, chest and shoulders open. Breathing out, tuck the tail in and lift your hips up. So all you're trying to achieve is a straight line from your knees to your shoulders. That's it. You're not curving at this stage. Flat tummy. Beautiful. Down. and just wait there for a few seconds. You can knock your knees into each other. Try and get your back absolutely flat, neck relaxed. Now, similar but not the same. You can get the feet a little closer to the hips, just a little bit closer. Now, this time when we go up, we'll try and curve. And if and only if you comfortably can, hands under your hips. Only if you comfortably can. If you can't, don't worry about it. Breathe in, chest and shoulders open. Breathe out, push those hips up to the ceiling, curving at the upper back. And only if you can manage, hands under the hips, under the waist. Of course, if you got your hands there, you're resting. If you don't have your hands there, you're probably using a fair bit of muscular effort. So if you don't have your hands there and you want to release earlier, that's fine. Beautiful. Release. Let go of the hands first, nice and slow, controlled, coming down. Lower back touches the ground before you finally get your hips down. And again, just resting with a neutral spine. You can knock your knees into each other. Now drop to the side, sit up, and then lying down, face down. Okay, let's start with a supported cobra. Forearms on the ground. If you want to make this easier, take your hands a little further forward if you want to make this easier. Otherwise, this works the best for almost everyone. Breathe in and go straight arms, supported cobra. If you can, look upwards slightly, only if your neck seems to be okay with that. Beautiful. Elbows down for just a short moment. Forehead down and tuck the tail in like you're pushing your pelvis into the ground. Very short. Stop the push, relax. And let's try that again. Forearms on the ground, but this time with knees bent, feet touching each other. From here, straight arms. Now try not to squeeze too hard with your thighs because you can cramp up in the hammies if you squeeze a bit too much. Beautiful. Release. Legs first. Elbows down. Head down. Tail tucked in. Pelvis pushing into the floor for just a few seconds. Then stop the push. And let's change things a little bit. Now, a little bit of strength coming in. So we're lifting up into the locust, and the variation for the locust we'll use today is arms out to the side. To make it harder, feet together. To make it slightly easier, feet apart. Choose whatever you like. But remember, arms in line with your shoulders, not back this way, in line with your shoulders. Feet apart is a little easier, feet together is harder. Inhale, head, chest, legs, arms up. And you're really trying to go up towards the ceiling with those fingers. Now, it doesn't matter if the legs are not too high, but make sure they're absolutely straight. Beautiful. Down, hands down, legs down, head down, and tuck the tail in, pushing pelvis into the floor. Okay, moving into the bow. Knees bent, nice and gentle, grabbing your feet. After you grab the feet, set your head and chest down for a few seconds, and then breathe in, come on up. And we will do this again, so there's no need to go too strong right now. Beautiful. Release. Head down, tail tucked in. Relax. Again, a bow, but this time with only one arm. Right arm forward, left knee bent, hold on to the foot. And breathe in, up. Right arm, left leg, up. Try to keep your shoulders level. Beautiful. Release. Change. Left arm forward. Right hand, right foot, hold. Inhale, up. Left arm, right leg. Release. Head down, tail tucked in. Relax. Okay, we're going into another bow, but I'm not going to ask you to come up higher or deeper. If you can, that's fantastic. What I am going to ask you to do is touch your feet to each other. Okay? The knees might separate. Knees together and feet together makes it really, really strong. So let's just say feet together. Okay? Knees could pop apart a little bit. Knees bent. Hold on to one foot at a time. Now touch your feet to each other. Just the feet. Knees are slightly apart. And inhale up. Try to touch your heels to each other as well. So it's big toe and the heel. Both of them touching each other on the sides. Yeah, there we go. Wonderful. Release. Legs down, head down, and relax. Tail tucked in for a few seconds. Let go. Okay, so that's enough of back bends on the ground. Now let's change things a little bit. We'll do a couple of lunges. Anjaneyasana variations. Lift yourself up onto hands and knees. Push back into a down dog. And let's go right leg all the way forward. Back knee touching the ground. Now, entirely up to you how you want to do this. You want to keep the knee above the heel? Perfect. You want to lean forward with the knee? Fine. Yeah. Entirely up to you. Go for it. Once you're in position, maybe you're pointing the back foot. Sit up for a moment. Prepare yourself. Arms up. Now, maybe you're interlocking the fingers. That's fine. And let's go. Look up, look up, look up, and go back a little bit more than usual. And that's it. Come on up, hands down. Change. Right leg back. Hold the down dog for a couple of seconds. Left foot forward, right knee touch. Position your knee and your shin however you feel like. So for me, I prefer a bit of a lean, but that really depends on your ankles. So you decide. Sit up. Arms up. Drop your head back and try and curve. Straight up, hands down, and a down dog. Now knees down for a moment while I explain the next one. Okay, this is possibly going to be the hardest lunge you will do. Why? Because you're getting your back knee really close to the front heel. Okay, so that's your lunge, but you're going to get it even closer. You see that? That's really less. That's really less. Fine. And of course, the lesser it is, the harder it gets. Point the back foot, arms up, push the hips slightly forward, and then curve back as much as you can. Be very gradual with this. Be very, very gradual with this. If you think it's too much, especially with the arms up, just keep hands on hips and go behind. That'll reduce the load. Okay? And well, another cheat is, you see that distance? That's really less. So if you want, you can increase it just a little bit there, very squarish. But today, we're pushing the hip forward and then curving back. Sometimes I ask you not to do that. That's a different posture. But today we're pushing the hip forward. Let's go. Down dog. Right foot all the way forward, back knee touching ground. Wait. Get that back knee a little closer, a little closer. Now, point the back foot. Sit up. Hands on hips or arms up if you want to make it stronger. You can even interlock your fingers. Breathe in, reach up for the ceiling, drop your head, push your hips forward, and go for a deeper curve. Go. Inhale back up and hands down. Ooh, that was a strong one. Down dog. Left foot all the way forward, right knee touching the ground. But before you do anything else, right knee a little closer, pointing the back foot, torso up, arms up if you like. Dropping the head back. Start reaching behind. Push your hips forward. Remember, your left heel is flat on the ground. Inhale back up. Hands down. And a downward facing dog. Shake about a little bit. Knees bent. Step to the front. Inhale. Come on up. And that's it. We're here for our final back bend. And it's a standing bow. Now, the thing is, we'll do it twice. Once with an inside grab, which means it's okay to turn the shoulders and the chest. Second one with an outside grab, which means it'll be a really proper back bend with the chest facing forward. Of course, that's going to be harder. You won't lift as much, and that's completely okay. Let's go. Easy one first. Right arm up. Left palm turning out. Grabbing the foot from the inside. So you notice there's a bit of a turn in the chest here, and that's completely okay. Breathe in, reach up for the ceiling. Breathe out, push your hand back into your foot and start rising as much as you like. Remember, go slow. Don't be in a hurry. Inhale back up. Release. Perfect. So you are turning the chest and the shoulders, but try, it may not happen. Try not to swivel the hip. Try. Feet together. Left arm up. Right palm turning out. Grabbing the foot from inside. There's a bit of a turn in the shoulders there. Breathe in. Reach up for the ceiling and then go. Your foot pushes into your hand. Your foot is the engine, is the driving force. Inhale, return. Let it go. Shake about a little bit. Final one. Standing bow again, but outside grab. Don't be surprised if you do less over here. Don't be surprised at all. It's a lot harder because you're really facing forward. Feet together. Right arm up. Left hand neutral behind you and grabbing the foot from outside. Start with your thighs absolutely together. So you don't want to see that left knee coming forward. Start with your thighs together. Breathe in, lengthen upward. Breathe out, pushing the foot back into the hand, not turning in the chest. Go as high as you like. Face forward, do not twist. Inhale, return, and release. Start with feet together, better for balance. Left arm straight up. Right hand back, neutral. Grab the foot and make sure your thighs are stuck together to start with. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, begin pushing foot into that hand behind. Go as high or as less as you like without turning the chest and the shoulders. Inhale, return to neutral. Release. Get that left arm down. And that's it. Standing posture's done. In fact, back bend's done. Lie down on your back. Go. Okay. Arms either comfortably beside you or fingers interlocked under the head if you can do that. Elbows out to the side. Feet together. Breathe in. Exhale. Drop your knees to the right. Inhale up. Exhale. Drop to the left. Keep your knees and your feet together. Up. Right. Up. Left. Up. Right. Up. Last one. Left and up. Okay. Beautifully done. Straight legs. Let's start the second cycle. Pavan Muktasan, rounded back. Fingers interlocked, right knee up, grab. Get the knee a little bit to the center. Breathe out, lifting your shoulders, rounding your shoulders off the ground. Go head to knee. Opposite leg straight. Down. Change. Right leg straight, left knee bent. Hold. Breathe out, pull, rounded back. Now try not to lift your shoulders up towards your ears. Make sure your shoulders are down, they're relaxed. Release. Feet down for a moment. And we're going both knees rounded back. Breathe in. Reach your knees up towards yourself. Go for a full grab and go head to knees. Shoulders off the ground, hips off the ground. Let it go. And again, Pawan Muktasan, but this time with a flat back. So you'll not be getting your shoulders off, you'll not be getting the head off. All right? Straight legs to start with. Fingers interlocked, right knee up. And this time the right knee points somewhere towards the right shoulder or the right underarm or something. It's not directly in front of you. Pull. It's a little offset. Absolutely flat back, equal shoulders, arms, elbows close to the body. And see that you're not clenching your jaws or tightening your neck. Change. Right leg straight, fingers interlocked. Left knee up and pull a little to the side. Not completely outside the body, just a little to the side. Let's say in line with the left hip. Shoulders down. Release. And again, Pavan Muktasan, both knees, but with a flat back. Now, we'll do this the stronger way, which means you'll go for a full grab Then set your head and shoulders on the ground, and then maybe using your lower belly, try and get your tail or your hips closer to the floor. Now, it's going to be a very tiny movement. Okay, it's going to be really tiny. For some people, this feels very natural. For the others, it's quite difficult. Let's go. Breathe in, breathe out. Go for a full grab, as deep as you can manage. Then set your head and shoulders back down on the ground. Now you notice your bum is lifting off the floor, and that's what you want to correct. Slow, bit by bit, using your lower belly, maintaining that grip, trying to get more and more of the tail on the ground. Very slow increments, very tiny increments. Beautiful release. Feet down, arms down, relax. Okay, now we're going hand to big toe posture. So if you need a belt, go for it. All right, let's do this. Start right leg up, grab, and now left leg straight. Use a belt if you want. First, we're going rounded back variation. Breathe in, keep your left hand on your left thigh over here. Breathe out, bend the elbow, round up, and try and take your head towards your knee. Release. Change. Left leg up, grab. Right leg straight, hand on thigh over here. Breathe in and round it back, head to knee. Release. Both legs up. Grab the big toes and a little bit of a pull. Go. Slightly round it back because you're trying to take your legs almost parallel to the ground. But remember, you don't want to go all the way up to the shoulders. It's an upward facing Paschimottanasana. So at least half your back is on the ground, at the very least. If you've gone up to the shoulders, you've gone too far. And release. Let it go. Rest for a moment. Now, just like we did with the Pawan Muktasana, we're going through another cycle of that same thing, hand to big toe posture, but this time with a flat back. Okay, let's try this. Right leg up, grab. You can use a belt. Left leg straight on the ground. And this time we're not lifting the head off. If you can, bit by bit, increase the pull. Only if you can, don't force this. Shoulders down. Change. Releasing the right leg, left leg up, right leg straight, and try and hold the pose with flat shoulders, relaxed neck, not rising up. If you can increase the pull after a few seconds, after a few breaths, you're welcome to do so. Beautiful. Release, right knee bent, foot down, wait. Now, once again, we're going both legs up, but this time we will try not to round at all. So, making sure that your tail is on the ground, and only then, if you can, a little bit of a pull. All right. So, basically, it looks like a half up. So, think of this is what it looks like. All right. You're not going any more than that. But, of course, lying down on your back, use a belt. It's completely okay. Lying down, both legs up, with or without a belt. Grab the feet and keep the tail down. And while keeping the tail down, maybe you can manage a little bit of a pull, maybe you can't. Beautiful release. And that's it. We're at the last cycle. Drop to the side, slowly push yourself up. Seated postures. Right leg out in front of you, left knee out to the side. Now we're doing a half up. We're not folding over completely, all right? Just a half up. Right leg out in front of you, left knee out to the side. Inhale, reach up for the ceiling. Exhale, go forward, lightly hold the foot, and then pull back with a breathe in. Slightly, very subtle. You don't want to strain the lower back. It's a very gentle pull back. Flattening the back, pushing your chest forward. So when you pull, you don't want to feel like this. It's a flat back, broad shoulders. Change, release. Left leg forward, right knee out to the side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward, hold the foot. Breathe in, pull back slightly. Strong leg, left leg really straight and strong. Trying not to round up the back. Beautiful release. Now, similar but not the same. Right leg forward, left knee out to the side, but we'll go right knee bent over here. And again, we're only doing the half up, we're not doing the full thing. Right foot, left hand up. Right foot, both hands, and that's it. Normally, I'd ask you to pull closer, but we're not doing that today. Just try and sit really tall in that half up or head up sort of position. Flat back, no hunching, and try not to lean behind. You see that? No. Vertical back, leg out in front of you. Right hand down, left hand down, leg down. Perfect. Change. Right knee out to the side, left leg out in front. Once you've got that correct, bend the left knee. Right hand, left foot. Go. Left foot, both hands. And try and sit up tall. That's it. Now, just for a second, I'll show you what you don't want happening. So one is this, all right? And the other is that falling behind, with or without a rounded back. You're hoping to sit vertical. And today we're not pulling the leg any closer to the body. Keep lifting your chest up. Keep that left leg absolutely strong. Left hand down first, right hand down next, and release the leg as well. Beautiful. Lean back, shake about. And that's it. Last active posture. After this, we close down. Knees bent. Both knees bent. Yeah, there we go. From outside, two fingers grabbing onto the big toes. Get your feet up and get your arms or your elbows above your knees. So not beside, above the knees. That'll really help. Now wait here for a moment and really try and flatten the back. Now maybe a little straighter, maybe a little straighter, maybe completely straight. And there's a bit of a pull back. You're not trying to get your body closer to your legs. You're trying to take your body away from your legs. But at the same time, your chest rises up. So it's a flat back. Ubhaya Padangusht Asana. Grabbing both the big toes. Feet together. Don't let them separate. And if your knees are bending, don't let them bend outward. So maybe you got bent knees. That's fine. Wonderfully done. Release. Feet down. Hands behind you. Shake about a bit. And that's it. We're done. Okay. Knees bent. Lie down. Simple cross legs and arms over your head, elbows bent, everything quite relaxed. You're not trying to do anything too perfect or too tight or too active. Just let it go. Very slow. Change the cross of the legs. And you're still lying down over there. It's just that you've now got the other leg in front. Simple cross legs. Sukha Asana. Comfortable pose. but lying down. Slow, relax your arms, uncross the legs, bend your knees, drop to the side, stay there for a few seconds, and gently push yourself up into a squatting position. And allow the squat to relax your lower back. Allow it to very gently open up the ankles. Now, if possible, today we'll rise up from the squat. But of course, if your knees hurt, you will touch the ground with your hands and then sort of push yourself up. But if it's okay for you, arms up to shoulder height, breathe in, and come on up. Feet apart, eyes open, feet together, palms touch, and a bow.